Time to see what Criterion is about, eh? Puzzle game with a more minimalistic approach to art style. Reminded me of Mini Metro? I think there was a game named like that on Steam. Oh, a little bit too loud. I say a little bit too loud and then I reduced the volume by what, 70%? Let's go with that. Full screen seems fine enough. Resolution limited to this one only, fair enough. Not quite my resolution, but it will have to do. Let's play. I guess I should have probably. Can I go back without clicking the arrow? Cannot. Apparently I cannot really go around in the menus with my keyboard either. Small. Oh, never mind. That's me just being goofy. It's only story available, so yeah, all good. At least in regards to that, but here nothing works with the keyboard. Okay, fair enough. So you gotta make it. No, just use the mouse for menu man. What did I want? I wanted to change the volume. Master goes slightly up, music go lower. So I still hear the sound effects. Keyboard control. Appreciate the even menus personally. Even lower. Those couple of notes in there are so much louder than the rest of the track that it just stands on. So much more. Where I absolutely want to be lowering the volume on it. Demo system 1.1 unlocked. How many systems are there? Oh, here the keyboard works. And select levels from the left to right. Wait. Or does it? Ah, that's weird. It only works if I have my mouse hovered over here. Then I can actually move around the menu with A and D. But when the mouse is not there, my inputs are ignored. Never have I seen that happen before in the game. Fair enough. Let's get to playing now. Two plus 2 for x332. 4. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens, I guess, at this point. Okay. Makes me really question what that whole scene was beforehand, but now is not the time to make lure explorations. Now is it for me? Move. Okay, move the camera slightly around. Zoom. Oh, that's a nice sound effect when zooming. Cool. It's got like the sound of you scrolling through one of those. I don't know how to call it. Like a specific type of a button on all devices. It's like a wheel type button. Cool, cool. Rotate, QE. Can't really rotate anything immediately here. What's that? Some sort of connecting piece. Alright. Connect the colors. Match the values. Solve all the systems. Match the values. 1 is greater than 4. Unfortunately, it is not. 4 is greater than 4. It's not, but sure. 6 is greater than 4. Well, with that one I can at least agree with. Okay, let's collect these. What does this one mean? No clue. wonder if this game is supposed to be one of those where you try to figure things out on your own, or there's a tutorial in mind for the full version. It's a design choice, I suppose, yeah? Depending on what you want to be going for. Let's see if I can understand things on my own in that case. As for now. Huh. Made me think that I can click on it, but no. I can turn this around. Okay. Rotating. What am I rotating here? Right click delete. Yep. Are you giving me a rotating screen there on the mouse? Who knows? Well, that's for rotating this. Okay. Maybe highlight the middle mouse button then. To indicate that maybe that's what you gotta press to rotate. Huh, I rotated you. Why did you not place vertically? Hello? Can I remove all of you? You're confusing me, game. Pick a piece, it's rotated to be vertical. But when I click it, it goes horizontally. Scammed. What is that? 3-piece connector, I suppose? Fair enough. Suppose I put this one like that, and now I can connect these, right? Okay. I just can't put a vertical piece without it already connecting to something, apparently. Fair enough. It's a little bit unintuitive at first, but I'll manage, I suppose. Question mark. Okay, to remove the controls there. Control panel. Next one, please. At that point, doesn't really warrant the player to give the option to rotate these on your own. It's just gonna be placed vertically anyway, unless it's next to a connector, a 3-piece. Anyway, I like how the levels build on top of each other. That's cool. Where you adapt the one that you just completed when the next one comes in. Is there a limit to how many pieces I can put? Something on the top there goes up, so I guess there is eventually a limit. Well, I guess I reached already. No, I have not. Just trying to figure out the rules here on my own at this point. Yep, counter of some kind. Is trying to prevent me. I can just remove that. Okay. Prevent me from maybe going over my used limits. Can I flip you and place you? Yes, at least I can do that. You don't need to be connected to anything. Okay. Why can't I remove some of these anymore? Because I'm clicking the wrong button, that's why. Whoops. Okay, what if I just... I can't rotate you when you have already connected with a piece like this now. It's kinda awkward without having actually placed it down. Gotta go back, rotate you, and then No? Can I not put you like this in here? Fine, just put you down like that. Slightly. Whew, this game is making me question my own sanity here a little bit. With its restrictions that are not immediately clear to me. Just not that often where I get to play a game where I need to kind of try to figure things out on my own. Without hand being held as much. Hold on. Gotta check the site real quick. Instructions. In case there's maybe some really valuable information that I might have missed. Well, that I need to read. I guess not really. The problem is with so many other games constantly keeping players' hands held is that when a game comes along that doesn't do that immediately from the get-go, it feels so much more unusual since you're not used to it. Feels unnatural almost. So I can put it down like that, okay. Sure. But how's that gonna help me? Can I connect like that? No. This is still connected. Remove, please. I guess the circle can only be connected with... Oh? Why couldn't I do that before? Or did I click the wrong button? I'm gonna have to go back to my own video to see what happened there then. Alright, fair enough, so apparently I can put you just like this. Still wish I could rotate you here, in this position, without having placed that piece, but I'll take this as well. So this goes here. Well, this is not gonna work like this. I gotta do... I can slightly change the position if I just hover the mouse around the piece without me moving it to the next block. But I cannot rotate you with the keyboard. Now it doesn't want to do the mouse trick anymore. Yeah, the controls are slightly confusing me. Okay, I can rotate you now when you are not connected. If I hover back the mouse cursor closer to you, then I cannot rotate you anymore because this thing is connected. Even without the piece being put down. I mean, I can understand the logic, I suppose, now, with how it works. Just don't think it's the best way how to do it. I can put the piece down without it even being connected to anything. Is that considered not connected? Okay. Let's see the limitations here. Whoop. Yep, that will be considered not connected then. This is connected. Yoink. If I move the cursor slightly to the corner of the box, then it's not connected anymore and I can place it down in my awkward positions. Not really the best way how to do it, I suppose. overcomplicates the controls without much of a benefit to the gameplay. At least I can rotate, you know, even though it's not connected to anything. Okay, anyways, I guess the only way how I can actually play this piece is like that, huh? And then, what can I do? Not much, really. Gonna get stuck on this puzzle. Oh no, it's gonna be really embarrassing now. Connect the colors. Colors come up in later levels, I suppose. And remove those. What do? That is not connected, right? Ah, what do you want to connect to this piece? Well, I guess I gotta follow the arrows. Goes into the circle and goes out of the corners, so. I want the energy current to go inside of it like that. Sure, fair enough. Suppose that's how I should be looking into it. In that case... Does this one also have an arrow? Well, that one changed on its own. But I guess on this piece the arrow also matters then. Theoretically. Okay. So this is illegal. That's why I suppose it also didn't allow me to rotate some of the pieces. Fair enough. Right, now that I understand all the methods, the means to the madness, so to say. Now to figure out how to actually complete this level, though. Two of these pieces, okay. I suppose I could put you here. Yoink. Yoink, yoink. Another one here. Remove you. That's gonna go like a weird. Does that even make sense? Not really. At least not the way how I'm doing it now. Unless... Does there need to be anything connected there? Remove you for now. What would make sense here? To complete this mystery. Nice that I can flip you like this at least. Remove everything. Okay. Well, can't the pipe be rotated in this direction, but have the arrow still come inside of that thing from the left side? That's something I don't quite understand. Why do the arrows flip here? Don't flip here, but do flip here. That's kind of confusing me at the moment. Why such a rule difference is there? So that means that I just can't line this thing to the bottom side then. Even though that might not be the solution, still cannot align it like that. Let's see if I can figure this level out. Press things and hope for the best, eh? What are my options? What if I use you as the first piece? Oh yeah, nothing good happens out of that then, eh? What if I steer you down? Okay, you can only move around like that. Well, this one is a bit awkward to as well place anywhere. Can I put these over each other like that? Seems like I can. Cool, cool. Fair enough. Gonna be stuck in this level forever now, though. Does that achieve anything for me eventually? Well, that piece definitely doesn't. Well, I still need that other one connected. So, let's try to make my way there eventually. What if I split again? And if something goes off on the side, it's not being used, is that? No, still let me finish the level. Alright, fair enough. Apparently I don't need to worry about excess bats here, like this one or this one. Good to know in the future. I guess maybe eventually the limits, if there are any, whatever these top things are indicating, are gonna come back biting me. As for now, new pieces have been unlocked. Fair. Fair. Get your cross-like thingy. The let's just call it the T block, I suppose, and then the lines. I mean, I kinda just shift things around here. What? Oh no, my brain's not ready for this now. Just one exit and entry, alright? Let alone 3. I'm good, thanks. For that kind of madness, I am not ready. Am I missing something? What is off? What you don't like about my masterpiece? That one is not connected for some reason. But why though? Where is it now? Should be fine. 2, 3. What does that mean? Subsystem 4 needs more pieces, I guess. The track needs to be longer. When it is moving like this, it's hard to see the actual digits. The 2 kinda disappears here. Makes itself invisible almost. Unless I zoom in. Yeah, then it's better. Feels like a puzzle game where, at least I personally, don't revolve as much to actually solve the things myself by following some sort of a logical path. It's more that I just try things randomly and see what works and what doesn't. I don't know how to describe that better. But that's mostly an issue for me personally. At this stage of the game where I'm still trying to figure out the main rules of the game. I guess that's why I'm more like I'm trying to find a switch, a light switch in a dark room that I've never been in before. Just touching all the walls randomly before I stumble upon it. Okay. So I guess you need a longer connector. Go to the bottom. 1, 3. What do you mean 1, 3? I just wish you could also start connecting them from the ending. Can't really do that though. Except building your chain from the beginning only, as far as I can tell. This one's also not enjoying anything that's going on in here, so I gotta fix that eventually. So how do you decide that this is 2? 2 is not larger than 2, but what do I know of math? Doesn't have that extra symbol, whatever it's called in English, to indicate larger or equal. One, 1, 2, 2. Progress will be. Oh no, I can go back to the beginning of the game. Maybe see if I can retrace my steps to figure out how to change around with the numbers. Well, at that point I might as well just take off all of it. Go from the beginning. Four, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Can I undo? Go back a couple of steps? That could be maybe a decent feature to have. But alas, me deleting it is irreversible at the moment. Fair enough. Place it down, please. Why don't you allow me to click here? I can't click anywhere. Doesn't accept any of my commands. What is this damn that you don't like, game? Did clicking here and going back into the menu crash it for me, or? Well, I removed that somehow by clicking on it. I think okay. Something here has messed up. I can delete, but I cannot place any pieces. Don't know what happened with that. Suppose I'm gonna have to go back to the menu. 25, 59. And go back in. See if that has fixed it. Some sort of a bug there, perhaps, stopping me from embarrassing myself. I was about to say, hey, that looks like a small face there with 3 circles, 2 eyes, 1 nose, but that's just human nature wanting everything to be maybe personalized. What was the word? Anthropomorph? I don't know in English that well. Give human like qualities to not human elements. Fair enough. Delete it all. I can place things now. If I click here and go back, I can still place things. What if I have you selected and then I go back, click here, I can still place things. So I don't know how I triggered that up. Soft lock, essentially, beforehand. What happened that caused it? Da-da-da-da. Wonder if I will ever be able to recreate it. Or if it's all for nothing. Just gonna start clicking things randomly now just to hope that it maybe happens again, but let's not. It shows visually that it connects it, but not if I click it down, then it doesn't connect. Like I said, it doesn't really want to mess around with me building it from backwards. Unless... Nah, okay. That piece wouldn't work there anyway. Na 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 na. 2, 2. It only counts the ones after the splitter. The splitting piece. Fair enough. Yeah, that's not really gonna connect there like that, isn't it? How did I make the solution for this before? I guess I first went over here somewhere. Put a few thingies down, and then... Well, maybe not like that. Put you down here like this. Well, not like that. Remembering things is way too hard. Can I go back from here? Not really. From where can I make my way back? Well, I can do that, I guess. That's not gonna work. Actually, could it work? Put you back here. Wishful thinking. What did I do to hurt you? There's no way I'm gonna be able to recreate it. Oh, I can also draw it for longer if I want to. By holding the mouse button down. And also delete multiple things at the same time by holding the mouse button down. Fair enough. So if you're really fast with your track creation, you can be crazy, yeah. Just drag the mouse all across the screen. We'll get there. Something like this, I suppose. It's gonna get the job done. Yep. Next one, please. Hope I make maybe can finish this level and call it quits. Yep. I goofed around here and then it kind of screwed things over. Oh, my brain is just hurting really from seeing these options. Doesn't want to connect like that, fair enough. Can I even get anything done with you? Like how the music just saw that I was doing something stupid and then back to its somber tone. Oh, we're playing with a moron over here. Fine, he doesn't deserve the music. Let's tune it down. I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. I wish maybe the blocks were slightly more grayish, so it doesn't actually blend in as much with the more white, more bright background. Because as it is now, you can hardly see that there's a gap here in the middle. Blends together a little bit too much. My nightmare begins now. By figuring out where to put you. 2 entry points. How would you even... Why would I want to put the piece like this anywhere near? Plus 3, 7, is that not an number? Four, 6. Okay. So can I build this backwards? Well, no, because I can't put the piece vertically. That's mainly the problem with that particular one. I can freely put this one down in any direction that I want. But not the other one. Yeah, sure. Go back. 6. How do you decide that it's 6? Thought that only these two would matter into the account after the little splitter thingy. But no, I guess it still counts something in between this as well. Or the connection length. Why did I think that of before? I don't even know anymore. The joys of trying to figure things out and commenting at the same time. The joys of playtesting in that regard. Measure values, solve all the systems. I'm trying, man, I'm trying. I mean, do I even need the advanced pieces here? There might be a solution without them being played. But I'm not trying to find that now. Five. Although if you unlocked it for me here, probably I cannot do this level without using them. Probably. Yeah, here now, for example. Why is this considered only one of three? Here it's 2 out of 2. But before, with these blocks, I guess it counts together this big one as well? Before the splitter? Hard to figure out the rules when you're incompetent puzzle player, at least in this particular game. Alright, fair enough. So, but yank yank. Do these have different costs? 1, 2, 3. Okay. +1, +2, +3. I need 3 for that one. So for this one, I guess I need the special piece. So it actually works. Or one of the special pieces. Does that count for some reason, yeah? Wait a minute. What does it say? 1 over here only. 1, 2, 3. I do not know. Why don't you like that system? What do you dislike about this one, eh? 1, 2, 3. Fine. Let's see if this can solve my electrician problems. Apparently it can. I don't know why, but at least it's usable. To overcomplicate my layout. Why would you? Mm. The finickiness of it is slightly frustrating me. With some of the controls. How it allows you what piece to how it lets you to put down some pieces, how others are not as with much leeway in mind. Well, that's well, what if I put the 3-piece? It's not a 3-piece. Did I have it before there? Okay. What I wanted to do instead is put you here, not like that. There you go. Like, for example, if I put a piece in this position, well, obviously I wanted to connect with this one, but it doesn't quite let me operate like that. Would anything here work even? No. Out of pure wishful thinking. How's that 2? 1, 2, 3, 4? How's that 2? That's still 2. That's still 2. That's 2 for some reason. Nah, there's just some things I don't really understand about this game. I could not wrap my head around it. And, I would be interested to know, yeah, what's the, correct path here. Why am I having difficulties with just apparently getting a number that's, equal or higher than 3 with some of these? What am I misunderstanding about systems? I would like to know. That's 2 as well. Somewhere in here there's just a fundamentalist misunderstanding for me, I guess, with how some of this gets counted is supposed to be working. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are you counting that as 4 now? What is going on? Ooh. Yep, bewildered, maybe? Could be a way how to put it. Would that be the right word? Oh, well, whatever is the right word, then I will have to wait. Anyway, I am gonna be done here. Hopefully the developer can make some sense out of this. I mean, I suppose it's some valuable information. I can't say I am the most that's not deterministic, but the most educated not platforming, but puzzle game players out there. I wouldn't say that I have too many issues usually with picking up on the ropes, picking up on the main rules of the game, but this game kinda lost me somewhere in there. And at least I would like to think that there's plenty amount of people that would be in my shoes as well in a similar situation, but maybe that's just me coping at this point. And it's hard for me to really say anything about the concept of the game. Concept validation, as the developer asks, when I have a core fundamental misunderstanding about apparently some of the systems that it has. The simplicity, the visuals, the music, everything pretty much works with each other. I like the visual style of the game. It's just nice to see it, look at something more simplified, just to calm your overexposed brain sometimes, I guess, from all these other overcomplicated visually and audio-wise looking sound the games out there. Kind of like a detox type thing. So in that regard, I do enjoy what I'm seeing here, and listening as well too. And the complexity does seem to be here as well, with these different kind of pieces that you're gonna have to try to utilize efficiently later on, plus with well, just stage hazards, you could call them. Limited play space and whatnot. So plenty of depth there for the future levels, I suppose, like, especially if you start matching in on different colors. Haven't even gotten to the colors. Can't even comment on that, how that flows together, but yeah. That's as much as you can get from me on this one. Good luck, have fun, and to go back to one of my earlier statements, yeah, I do wonder if it's gonna be more intended to have the player to try to figure things out on their own, and then risk somebody like me getting totally lost. Not totally lost, but still lost enough where I just don't really understand what this level is trying to say to me. Or there's gonna be some more straightforward tutorialization in mind in later versions of the game. Good luck to figure that out, I guess, which path to take, which one suits you more. Alright. I am out. Cheers.